Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin and today I am going to bring you guys a video on the Morningdale Elite Zone called Scorpius. Now this is going to be one of the best late game XP farms, also farming for potions and drops. You get a ton of chests here. It's really good for player XP like I said, and it's also one of the best areas to get very fast weapon XP. Now a lot of you guys will know if you've watched my channel for a while that I've gone on about elite zones being the best zones for getting that weapon XP pretty much for a long time now because they are very good. But this video is specifically going to go over Scorpius, as the layout and the respawn time on these mobs here are very quick, and there's also a ton of hidden benefits to this area which make it exceptionally good. If I quickly show you guys here on the map where this zone is located, so this is the New World Fans map. The link for this will be in the description of today's video if you guys want to check it out for yourself. As you can see, it's kind of got all of the like star metal veins on, earth crags. I've got these filtered so you can change what is on it, but obviously I'm showing you guys the zone here today. So this is Morningdale on the big map. You can see it's the top right corner of the map. You go into Morningdale, this is the settlement right in the middle here, and it is literally up and to the right. Now there's a fast travel point just down here, so you want to unlock this the first time you go there because this will make it a lot easier for getting there every other subsequent time. And you run through this corrupted zone right here, up down the top here, across this part, across the stones which are kind of all fallen and broken there, and then you come into the corrupted area for group, which is the elite zone, signified by this red misted background image, and it's called Scorpius. So why is this area so good? Well, like I said at the beginning of today's video, it is exceptionally good for player XP. So if you are still in that leveling phase, this is a really good zone to go to. You will need to be above level 45 if you are doing it in a group, preferably above level 50 because all of the mobs in this area are going to be at level 50, and there is quite a lot of high concentration mob packs in this zone, which means you're going to have 5-6 mobs hitting you at once. So unless you're going with a full competent group with a few higher level players as well, you definitely want to be above 45, but 50 or plus is definitely preferable. And of course, if you get maybe 10-15 players, you can afford some lower 45, 46, 47 level players. Personally, I always say to my guys, be at least level 47 or 48 plus, just so you can get the most out of this zone and you're still clearing it effectively in a group. If you do want to solo this or duo this, I would certainly recommend being in the higher levels of the 50, sort of 57, 58, 59 region, or obviously 60 plus really does help. But it is able to be soloed as well if you've got good AoE clear or good clearance of mobs in general, with things like the Great Axe, hitting multiple enemies. Now, the reasons why this is so good, well, it gives a ton of player XP like I mentioned there. So if you're still in the leveling phase, you'll be able to get a ton of XP. In around about 2 hours, I was able to do half of level 56 to level 57 just a few days ago when I was trying this out, which is a very good amount of XP. And that was with a full 5-man group, clearing things very quickly. Also, this area is really good because of the hidden things it drops. So every mob has the chance to drop an excellent health potion. For those of you that haven't done much Arcana, these are very difficult to craft, as there is only one thing that goes into it, and it's the life bloom flower. These are pretty rare drops to get, especially this early on in the game, but even once you've got up to those orichalcum tools and you've got things like the extra luck sets on, these are still very rare drops to get and cannot be mass produced in huge quantities as far as I'm aware at the moment, and I don't think anybody has found a way to kind of farm these. So the best thing to do, in my opinion, is obviously to go to this corrupted zone and farm those potions there, particularly for things like wars or for expeditions where you may need to get these health potions. And on top of this, you also get the powerful regen and the powerful mana ones too, so you can stock up on all of those potions, and even if you're not using them, they will be very good for the town board quests. Now also, you will get a ton of tier 4 and 5 crafting materials from this area, as well as the lower tiers as well, of course, but there is around about 12 or 15 small chests with 4 or 5 elite chests in here as well, maybe even more than that I haven't found them all yet, but it's all kind of around the same areas you guys will see from the gameplay. Tons of loot to be had and tons of mobs to kill in quick succession. Now, on top of all of this fantastic loot that Scorpius does drop for you, also you can get a good chance to get an Azoth from these mobs, as they are actually corrupted mobs, which means they have a higher chance than any other mob to drop the Azoth. And the loot drops in this area contain the vial of suspended Azoth, which, as a lot of you guys will know by now, can either net you a very good profit on the market, or indeed you can use it and keep it for yourself when you need a little Azoth boost. On top of that, you also get a good chance to get gold from a lot of these mob drops, with it being an elite area, where you can get anywhere from sort of 6 to 15 gold per mob killed, so you can make a nice bit of profit on the gold side of things, as well as the Azoth, which makes this even better as an area to farm in, and gets that reward for being here even higher up. Now, obviously, the main reason for going to Scorpius, or to any elite zone in New World, is to actually get that weapon level up, and as you guys can see from the gameplay, you will get a ton of weapon XP per mob killed, and this is even when you get up to those later levels, that 15 to 20 weapon mastery level, where things really start to slow down a lot more. You are still getting a good amount of XP per mob killed, so this is a very, very quick way to do it, even when you hit that level 60 zone, because you are going to be able to clear through these a lot quicker. Now, obviously, very, very end game 60 plus, when you've got up to that 550 plus gear score, you're going to want to be in those higher tier zones to be able to guarantee more of those higher level drops. But for just getting those weapon masteries up, particularly early doors, that 0 to 10 zone, is very, very good, and particularly if you're leveling at the same time, it's an excellent, excellent zone. Now, on top of this, the boss does have some very, very good drops in this area, and most notably, the main boss of the area, so not the big guy with the sword in the middle, but the actual mage in the back behind the veil. He is the guy that's kind of got the best loot table, and he has a chance to drop a legendary earring, which gives some amazing stats. The earring is called Concealed Purpose, and it gives plus 19 to strength. It comes with Arcane Ward 3 on, which gives a plus 3% arcane damage absorption. It also comes with some other perks and stuff on there as well, but most notably, that's going to be Duplicating Toast, and this is when you drink a potion, it has a 12% chance that it does not consume that potion, which is very, very good economically, because obviously it saves you money or resources on crafting these, but it's just good across the board in general, and that is a drop that you can get from this boss, and that's kind of the main reason for farming it, particularly if you are a strength build. It's going to be an excellent earring you can get, and it is equipable from level 49 onwards, so this makes this area very, very good, and that's a really nice drop. That's one of the best drops you can get, legendary drop, and it's super, super worth farming this zone for. Something I personally am still trying to get. A few of my company members have already managed to snag this one, and I'm very, very close to getting it myself. I can feel it in the air now, or at least I hope I am, because it's a very, very good item. 475 gear score as well. It's going to boost you right up there until you're starting to get that 500, 550 plus from crafters, or from obviously some of those end game large quest chains, but it's a very, very good starting piece with good stats on as well. It's really going to boost a lot of you guys up. I know it would boost my stats up a lot, push me towards that 300 strength, which I'm almost at, so it'd be very, very nice to have. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons why this zone is very, very good, but I wanted to give you guys a quick video updating you on how kind of the loot works there, what the benefits of going into this zone are, and of course, with this as well, you can also go PvP flagged for an extra 10% XP, but do be aware there is often a few big groups, or at least on my server, there's a few big groups that often go there together in groups of 10 to 15 or maybe even 20 players to get as fast clears as physically possible. So be aware of that. If you are going to go PvP flag, the chances are you may bump into other players. Now, another reason this is so good is because every time you complete the boss, you walk out, walk around the side again. Either side, you can go left or right. Go all the way around, clear the mobs into it, go back to the front door. The front door will have respawned, or the veil thing that goes across it. Maybe it hasn't even respawned, but the big guy with the sword will respawn. He's like the mini boss. Go in there, kill him. The main boss will have respawned, and you can do this on pretty much a 5 to 10 minute rotation. Just literally going around, killing the mobs, killing the boss, rotating, doing the other side, doing the same thing, and keep switching it up, and you will always have mobs and the bosses to kill, which both have a decent loot drop, which means you can get really fast weapon XP, really fast player XP, tons and tons of drops, and the chests there refresh once every couple of hours. I don't know the exact timer, but it seems to be around an hour and a half to an hour and 45, and they refresh the small chests. The elites obviously are once per day, but this is a really, really good area to get a ton of good loot, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. So hopefully you guys have found this video useful and informative. If you have, make sure to drop a like on the video down below, as it really helps me and the channel out. If you are new here to the channel and you would like to see more New World content, then click on that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure that you turn the notification bells on as well. I've got tons of New World content coming up that you guys are not going to want to miss out on, so make sure you subscribe for that. Other than that, if you would like to join the Discord, we have a link for that down below in the description and in the comments. We've got over 1,000 people in there chatting all things New World, so it'd be great to have you as part of that community as well. If you'd like to catch some of the content live, I will be going live on Twitch. Go live most days, so the link for that again is in the description and in the comments down below. And other than that, if you would like to support me directly as a content creator here on YouTube, there is the option for joining the membership program by clicking the join button just below today's video, and that'll show you the membership options that we have available here on the channel. Other than that, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care and peace.